Okay, and we are live. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. So, this is my first live ever, and I'm excited. And I'm just like basking in it a little bit. This is like, I've came a long way. For a person that always had the fear of being seen, it's insane to imagine that now I'm sitting on a live on YouTube. But enough about all of that. I wanted to hop on this live to say thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed, to everyone that has supported me thus far. I have just recently reached over 1,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. I remember like it was yesterday when I hit my first 100 subscribers. And even then, the feeling was overwhelming, and I'm feeling that same feeling now. So I just have to say thank you all, to those that have supported my journey, to those that comment, to those that interact, engage, um, for all of us that are coming together and learning together and just trying to be our healthier selves. So I had to give my thanks and my gratitude because I am extremely grateful. Yeah, my journey was an interesting one. I think I will really quickly just kind of go over some of my journey to getting to this point. So I started back in August. What year is it? I could never remember the year. 2024. So I started August 2023. And I just wanted to hop on and show my traveling videos. I said, hey, I'm in Costa Rica, my first solo trip. And it was fun. And I remember just saying like, oh, this is great. Like, I just want to make videos. I just want to build a community. I just want to show up. It's just that simple. I just wanted to show up and just see what happened and keep it fun, right? I think that's one of the things that I haven't seen a lot of small YouTubers state, because a lot of us are trying to hit certain goals. We are trying to get that 1,000 subscribers. We are trying to monetize. But how many of us could say that we just wanted to do it for fun, you know? And I found that, to me, that's what made the process much more easier. I just wanted to have fun. I enjoyed video editing. I enjoyed talking about things that light me up. And so that's what I did. And I did it consistently for months, and I was learning because, oh my goodness, if you see my earlier videos, I got hide. They're not good. They're not good at all. But it was definitely a learning process of just feeling comfortable with the camera, getting in front of um, hundreds of people and being comfortable with being yourself, right? Authenticity was a big one. I didn't feel comfortable showing up as just me initially. Um, but once I started getting into the groove of things and it started to feel more like breathing, it was great. So I'm excited. And a couple of months later, I want to say, I think it took me about 4 months to get 100 subscribers. And then after the 4 months, it took me another 5 months to get 1,000. So I'm so excited. This is great. This is great. Let's see. So, yeah. Okay. So, if you're interested in seeing future videos about my journey on YouTube, let me know in the comments. And I'll definitely make some future videos just showing my process of like monetization and all of the things, right? Um, okay. So, I have some notes here for Q&A as well. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. I have a couple of questions here with me. And if you are not able to attend this live, feel free to leave comments in this below. I believe I'm able to post this afterwards. I'm not really sure how this works. We're going to figure it out. But feel free to leave questions in the comments, and then I'll respond to each and every single one of you. I may make a video in the future as well with those questions. So some of the questions that I've been receiving in the past was, what made you start juicing? And that one was interesting because I always enjoyed juices. I was living at Belize at the time. Hi, Renine. Oh, I see a really close friend of mine. She just popped in the chat. Hello. Okay, so I ended up getting into juicing by just starting enjoying juices from other companies. There's this one really good spot. I believe it's called Wild Roots in Belize. Oh, so good. I remember trying their unbeatable juice and it was just so good. I was like, how can I get my hands on this? So I started by, just making my own juices for fun, but I didn't really get into juicing until after my trip to Costa Rica when I made myself really sick. And so much so that my body, I just didn't want to eat anything. So I came back home after poisoning myself and decided to do a juice cleanse. And that changed my life. I realized that juicing is so much more powerful and it's so much more than just a tasty drink. Like I was healing. I was healing in more ways than one. The weight started falling off of me. I started having more mental clarity. I started having more energy. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? So ever since then, I decided to do quarterly juice cleanses to just keep up with my health and make sure that I'm getting my fruits and my nutrients throughout my day to day. Right. So that's how I started. And to answer the question, when is your next juice cleanse? So my next juice cleanse will be for the summer solstice. So I do it quarterly in alignment with um, each of the seasons, right? So we have the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox, and the winter solstice. So those are the 4 times of the year that I do my juice cleanses. So I'm really excited about the summer one because once the summer comes, and y'all know my watermelon is back. It's back in the game. I'm going to have a whole series around my summer solstice juice cleanse. So if you're interested, be sure to stick around and follow my journey there. I'm super excited about that. Okay, so another question I have is what other holistic practices do you recommend? So aside from juicing, let me back up a little bit. I have this philosophy that everything starts from what we consume, right? A lot of it is what we consume with food, but it's also what we consume with social media, what we consume with what we're hearing or feeding ourselves. Um, so as you can see, like on this channel, a lot of my practices is linked to food because that is the main thing that we use to nurture ourselves or poison ourselves, depending on what we're eating. So um, aside from making sure I eat very healthy, plant-based diet, some of the holistic practices that I do is meditation. I meditate almost every single night. Sometimes, well, recently it's been like twice a day. But meditation has been a staple for me, not only for just centering myself, but also helping me heal certain things that may come up um, with emotions, with past histories or whatever that it is that I'm dealing with, meditation really, really helps me. Another thing that I do is Qigong. Now, this one is fairly new. I had a friend of mine who taught me a little bit more about Qigong and that it's basically a meditation that also allows you to kind of move the energy throughout your body and purging some of those blockages that you may have within you. So I do Qigong every morning, preferably with the sun being or sun rising or when it just rises. Hello, thank you so much. This is AW. Hi. Yeah, so Qigong is one of my staples because as a sensitive, I found that energy management, if I don't manage my energy correctly, then I am always prone to burnout or just feel exhausted at all times. So Qigong has been really a staple to help me kind of manage my energy so that I'm able to do things like show up for YouTube and create these videos and communicate with my friends and family and work and whatever it is that I need to do, right? So another thing that I do, some more holistic practices is deep breathing. I enjoy taking deep breaths because sometimes I get up in my head. I get up in my head and sometimes it's a little chaotic up there. And the thing is, sometimes we forget that what's going on in here isn't going on out there, right? So sometimes taking a minute for me to just take some deep breaths, it really helps center me and get me back to that element of peace that is the core of my being, you know? And lastly, the things that I do for holistic practices is I use natural products. I try to use natural everything. I'm a huge naturalist, and I'm actually excited because in the near future, I'll be posting videos about how to make natural deodorants, natural toothpaste, things of that nature. I really try to stay away from brands that have a lot of toxic chemicals because anything that you put on your body, that you put in your body, is impacting you in some way. Um, so you could be in control of that by just simply being mindful of what it is that you're consuming and putting on your body. I believe I mentioned in another video, but I'll share it again. There's this app called Yuka that I love. So in case I don't feel like making something from complete scratch and I just need to get something really quickly, I will use Yuka and scan those products to see, does it work for me? Is it something that is natural? Does it have any toxic chemicals? If so, what are these chemicals doing? You know, all of the things. So yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, but I did want to come on here and once again say thank you to everyone that has shown support, that has made simple comments like keep going. Y'all have no idea how something that small has really helped me. There were days where I was laying in bed like I do not want to record anything. I don't have the energy. And then I'll get a comment saying like, wow, keep going. And I'm like, okay. So I want to say thank you because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Okay. So this is exciting. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. Again, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I would love to answer every single one of them. And I hope to see you guys in the next videos. All right. Peace and love.